Have you ever felt like you needed a wise companion for your spiritual journey? Maybe someone to help you notice God's presence in your life? Well, that's the role of a spiritual director. But what exactly is spiritual direction and why might you want to engage in it? Well, today we'll explore 5 reasons why having a spiritual director could be one of the most life-giving choices you can make. But before we dive in, hit that subscribe button and leave a comment of any size. Your engagement really helps us to be seen by more people who need unhurried messages of grace. Thanks so much. Well, let's dive into what exactly is spiritual direction. Well, spiritual direction is an ancient practice that goes back to the early church when seekers would visit desert fathers and mothers for guidance in their walk with God. In simple terms, spiritual direction is a prayerful conversation where one person helps another become more aware of God's movement in their life. It's not therapy, it's not coaching, it's a sacred listening space where your soul can breathe and where you can discern God's invitations. Here are 5 quick and simple reasons you might want to engage a spiritual director. And the first would be, of course, to deepen your awareness of God. We all long to experience God's presence in our daily lives, but distractions and busyness often get in the way. A spiritual director helps you slow down, notice the movements of God in your story, and cultivate a more vibrant awareness of His presence. Next would be to navigate transitions and questions. And whether you're discerning a major life decision, walking through grief, or wrestling with doubts, a spiritual director can offer a steady presence as you listen for God's guidance. They won't give you answers, but they will help you listen more deeply to what God might be saying. Next, to cultivate a more unhurried and reflective life, of course. In a world that values productivity and efficiency, spiritual direction is countercultural. It invites you to step away from the rush, embrace the stillness, and attend to your soul's deepest desires. It's a place to rest, reflect, and reconnect with what truly matters. Fourth, to receive gentle and wise companionship. Spiritual direction isn't about someone telling you what to do. It's about having a trained and trusted person who listens deeply, asks good questions, and help you notice God's presence. In a noisy world, this kind of deep listening is a true gift. And finally, to grow in spiritual maturity. If you want to grow in your faith and not just your knowledge, but in lived experience, spiritual direction is a rich resource. It provides ongoing formation, helping you move beyond surface-level faith into deeper intimacy with God. Well, how might you take your next steps? Well, here are a few ideas. First, of course, pray about it. Ask God if now is the time to engage a spiritual director. You could also explore some resources. A couple of books that I would recommend are Sacred Companions by David Benner and Holy Listening by Margaret Gunther. Now, they will teach you what spiritual direction is and offer some samples, and you'll get a really good feel for spiritual direction. And if you want to find a spiritual director, we actually have created a short but robust list of spiritual directors who can serve you. If you go to unhurriedliving.com/associates, you can learn more on that. Again, you can also just try this out. Many spiritual directors will offer an initial session to discern if it's a good fit. And then finally, I would just say, stay open. Spiritual direction is not about a quick fix, but it's about growing in attentiveness to God's presence over time, so you can be patient with the whole process. If you long for deeper spiritual companionship and a place to listen more attentively to God, spiritual direction may be exactly what you need. So just take a step toward that today. See how it might shape your journey. There's so much grace here. I hope this very, very brief primer has helped you, and as always, blessings to you as you make your way. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe for more content like this, and click the notification bell so you'll know when we drop any new content. I love connecting with intentional people just like you.